The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180! I got this.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, gun.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. 20.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Kill. 1, Omaha. Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 50-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here we go. White. 180.
Check.
Back. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, exit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun.
Here's Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. 180!
15, check back 15. Watch the pass. Here we go.
I got this. Man!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Slam.
One, Omaha. Hey, gun.
We got motion. Back up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got this.
Ringo.
Hey, Mike. 11.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, Mike's 7.
What's the slam? Hey,
21.
Mike's 50. I got him.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Salek. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gun.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
21. Five.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Take a seat. You can't stop me.
Here we go. 11. 180.
Check, 93's the mic.
Hey, gun.
Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Delta.
Get him.
Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
I got this. Check 93.
Garoppolo again. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go. 180.
We got. Switch.
6. Hey, Charlie. Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
13!
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Foxtrot! Get hot!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to need some therapy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 from a 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give it off here to the tight end, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Pettis on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Coleman. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. 50. I got this.
Too little, cut.
Bravo.
Mike 50. Let's go, defense.
White.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Get hot.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, gun.
Let's go right here.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Jones. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I got one.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He needed two. He got one, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it four-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. On second down now, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards, first down Niners. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Hey, John. Get that quarterback.
This is Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's another 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 39.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, Zoo.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
Here we go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.